Hey guys, welcome back. It's C1.
And C2, and we are here to bring you episode 3, C and C Explain Teen Screen Shenanigans.
Yes, yes, yes. But before we dive too deep into anything, we got to start with our comfits per usual. So today I am rocking, you can't really tell, but it's like a crop top because it's very teen. I did not wear crop tops in my in my teen years or in high school. However, I know a lot of people who did. And it's one of my favorite hoodies. It's got like Los Angeles and New York and Chicago, so it's my love of travel. And I accidentally ordered it because I thought it was a real shirt and it came as a crop top, but I just really love it because it's comfortable. So I kept it. But that's my teen inspired gear today. What about you, C2?
So my gear is not necessarily teen inspired, it's more shenanigan inspired. So I am wearing my Grand Canyon shirt from when C1 and I went out to Sedona and our adventures through Arizona. And the theme of our trip was shenanigans in the canyons for my birthday.
There we go. There we go. Awful circle, guys. You guys remember that's where we started. That's when we were CC's Corner back then.
Back in the day.
Not not anymore. Not anymore. It lasted a good week.
Place where all live in harmony. Take me to that place I see in my dream.
Well, like like C2 explained, we are doing teen screen shenanigans, and we just thought it was perfect because everybody's going back to school, right? Whether it's you going back to college or you've got kiddos going back to school, it's the perfect time to delve into some of our favorite comfort teen movies. Now, it's a pretty loose determining factor of what is considered a teen movie. Everybody probably has their own opinion, but for us, it was, are there teens involved? Are they in a high school? And or did we watch it as a teenager? So like that's the roundabout way that we're gonna do this. Um, but we're going to talk about some of our favorites because we know there's a ton out there. But we've got, our top three or so that we're going to talk to you guys about. And at the end of each one, we'll give a little bit of a locker slam score. Like, what's the rewatchability from one locker slam to about 10 slams? So definitely get you detention. So that will be our rating scale for today.
And before we dive in, we're going to have a little bit of fun, kick things off with a little bit of a game. We made a teen movie bingo card, and it's full of the usual trope suspects.
Yes. I mean, look at this list. So as we are talking about them, guys, even if you recall the movie that we're talking about, mark them off on your bingo card. Or take this the next time you guys have a marathon and use it, play games with it, drink with it, whatever you would like to do. Super fun though. I going over this, I can't get over how many movies I can like count that have at least 90% of these. It's like this is basically us writing the script. Like just put these things on a piece of paper and the movie is written.
I am laughing because I'm like, oh, there's one of my movies. There's one of my movies. There's movies.
I mean, I like secret talent revealed. Who doesn't love when the quiet person in the corner of the class can sing or is like a famous prince or princess? Like who doesn't love a reveal like that?
I'm sorry. It's Love Confession in the Rain for me. I thought that I was going to have so many of those in high school. Pouring rain,
Yeah.
football game, Love Confession.
No, 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 not doesn't come around as often as it does in these movies. That's for sure.
No.
I mean, I've seen some movies where there's two. You're like, oh, this is happening again. All
Yes.
right, got it. Made sure. That's awesome.
Yeah. So now I want to go ahead and start off with my third movie because I definitely rated them in a 3-2-1 format. And I'm so excited. I picked the best movies ever. So, number 3, Easy A. Ah, I love it so much. Um, so this is such an easy, like, I'm gonna change the title to A Solid Dramatic Teen Scarlet Letter High School Snarky. And I watched this one for the first time in theater. It came out when I was in high school, so it definitely matches the theme here. And I saw it with my friends, and I'm sorry, but Emma Stone's vibe in this entire movie is just spot on because she's so geeky,
Oh yeah.
but she just like fulfills this prophecy.
Yeah, she fits it so well. And I'm just gonna go ahead. I didn't mention this at the beginning, you guys, but we did not tell each other our movies. Um, so C2, I just want to let you know that my number three is also ECA.
That is hilarious. This is what's going to be really fun.
Yeah, this is going to be great. Already.
We're
We're
starting off strong. We're friends,
yeah,
guys. Can you tell?
yeah, exactly. I actually didn't see this movie in theaters. I saw it when it came to DVD. I didn't see it till it got to DVD from Family Video because everybody was talking about it.
Yes.
And then we went and rented it. But I agree. This is actually where I fell in love with Emma Stone as a just an actress. Hilarious to me. Um, honestly, I so a line that I quote very often from this movie. It's it's when they're I don't remember what they were talking about, but they're at a restaurant or something, and she like starts to cry, and they're like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Oh, I think I got like a branch or something in my eye." And that was her excuse for why she was crying. I say that too many times to even count. Like anytime something is in my eye, I'm like, oh, I think there's a branch. There's just like a branch in there.
Just the branch.
Her delivery was amazing.
I'm like, easily, this is the best high school parents in any teen movie,
Yeah.
like hands down. And my favorite scene is spell it with your P's.
Yes. Yes. Crazy enough, like one of the tropes, if you guys revert back to our bingo card, one of the tropes is the parents are non-existent, and it's the exact opposite for this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly feel like they were in it enough. But the
Especially who
parents
was
were kind of fun.
casted.
Exactly, which I guess is, a little bit of the point, but yeah, no. That is an amazing scene. Huge shout out to Amanda Bynes. Now, granted, I know this was like the last movie before the things before she went off to her second chapter of her life, or third or fourth, or whatever chapter that was in her life. This was like the last movie she did. But one of the scenes that I love is when she's sharpening the pencils, when Olive is waiting to go into like the principal's office, and she's exactly, and Olive's like, "Ooh, sharpening your pencils? Ooh, it's so sharp." It's the best. It's the best. Oh gosh.
And really just like how special Natasha Bedingfield had to have felt after her listens had to have skyrocketed after this movie.
Man, oh man.
I
Yeah. We're
I
tired.
gotta I gotta got a pocket full of sunshine.
You know, that's all I know. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. It's so
It's
good.
so good.
I mean, this is going to be interesting. So, I want to do some character hot takes here. We got to do some character hot takes.
I'm
So, who do
ready.
you feel like is the MVP of the movie?
Alice's parents, hands down. Like I have no doubt in my mind that Alice's parents are the MVPs. Like both of them. They have to be together.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. That is fair. I didn't even think about the parents. I was going to say Amanda Bynes' character
Mm.
because she was where she needed to be when she needed to be with just enough like nonsense to like spread throughout the whole movie. Like I was obsessed with her character, but also the parents and the brother, like all of it,
It was
the
perfect.
family was perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. What about Worst decision maker.
See, now I'm coming at you. I think it's Amanda Bynes' character. Isn't she
I
like dating like a fifth year senior or something?
She was. It was a little
And and
sketchy.
then they had like a medical situation.
It was a little sketch. It was a little sketch. Yeah, I mean that's fair. I was gonna say, I don't remember which one. Is it Allie or AJ? Whatever sister
Oh,
was playing
Allie.
friend.
Yeah,
She
that's
made
fair.
some interesting decisions and or comments.
She was
Uh
so judgmental. Like she did not see through what her friend was doing at all.
Nothing. Just very self-absorbed, I mean, is her character, I'm sure.
I have another worst decision maker, and I don't remember his name, but it was the guy that took her to Red Lobster and then paid her with a Home Depot gift card.
Wait, is Red Lobster with the branch and the eye happened? That's probably I don't remember
And he's
anything
like,
but from that scene.
can I pay you with a Home Depot gift card? I'm like, dude, you guys are in high school and you're with a girl. What's she doing at Home Depot?
A mess. A whole effing mess. A whole effing mess. Oh goodness. What about who deserved better?
Her best guy friend. I think his name was Brandon.
Yeah, I put Woodchuck Todd. Is that
Yes.
when he was the good
Yeah,
old
yeah, yeah,
mascot?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Dang it, that's another favorite scene. Oh gosh, man. Mm.
But her friend
I-
who was gay, but he didn't want to come out as gay to them, so
Oh
he had
yeah,
her like pretend. And
yeah,
then she's like, "Why don't you just be you?"
yeah. That's true. That's
Yeah,
yeah. So
like he deserved better.
there's a couple people that deserve a little bit better. Yeah, yeah. Those are probably my top though. I
Yeah,
definitely put would Woodchuck Todd.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, such a good movie. Golly. And were you inspired by any of the fashion?
Listen,
Do you see any of your old outfits
absolutely.
or
I mean, the
or
the
current?
low-rise jeans, but the corset tops, hard pass. No, that's like modern day Sabrina Carpenter.
That is. Emma Stone was ahead of her time.
I
She was
no. I think that
how
the
she was
Scarlet
ahead.
Letter was a bold choice.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't say that there's any fashions that I like related to in that movie. And that movie came out in 2010. So I was actually probably just getting 2010. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I no, I don't even know if I even saw a ton of corset tops in our school. And granted, it might have been because of like dress codes and stuff,
Yeah.
but it was definitely pretty crazy. I mean, and we kind of already, oh, were you gonna say something?
There's another character who deserved more.
Who?
The guidance counselor, Lisa Kudrow.
Oh, Lisa Kudrow. Yes.
I forgot about her until just now.
You know what? She was great.
Yes.
She was not in it all that much though.
No, but she was awesome.
She was awesome in the small parts that she had. Her and the man from Tarzan.
Yes.
That's what I remember him from. I don't know what his actual name is. I just know he was the evil man in Tarzan. Not Tarzan, George of the Jungle. He was the evil man in George of the Jungle with Brandon Fraser.
Love it.
Um, yes, I just remember his voice from childhood. Yeah, Lisa Kudrow was man. I
She
mean the
played a unique
casting.
role in a couple different movies from that time. Like
Yeah.
just a little side mention to Neighbors. She played a weird
Oh
role
yeah.
in Neighbors.
She yeah, I'm trying to like I'm sure there's a line of hers that I quote probably often, but I just can't think of it right now. Like nothing exceeds the branch for me. Like,
The Branch is pretty great.
yeah, and the sharpening pencils. People don't sharpen pencils around me often, but when they do, no, I mean, we talked about whether we were going to say whether these, tropes are heavily throughout the movie. This one nails a lot of them. I mean, I think, out of the bingo card, I think it hits probably like 11 of those tropes.
Playing.
Yeah. Like,
Well, the biggest one is the rumor mill.
yes. And the party.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know what happened at the party. Um, where it all began. So yeah, I mean, Easy A. Huh. I mean, did it I I think about like, when you watch movies, how it like shapes maybe what you think is going to happen. I remember when I watched Drumline for the first time, and that was like my first introduction to college, and I was like, oh, I want to go to that type of school. Nothing like it, but
No.
but when I think about these high school movies, granted, I think I was in college probably when Easy A came out, maybe a freshman, possibly. Um, I think the underlining truth in it is just how quickly, like, just saying one thing or one negative thing or creating a story can travel and how big it can unravel.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, it's very comedic, but it also can be, jacked up. Um, and so, luckily I didn't see any of that in high school, like anything to that effect in high school. But I wouldn't be surprised, if people were hiding things or trying to, be somebody they're not because that's high school, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it is. It's crazy because I talk about my high school experience all the time, and I don't know, I had to have been like some sort of crazy one-off because we just didn't have a ton of drama. But the school district that I was in for middle school before I moved to Michigan, there was a crazy rumor mill that was so like way above its age level that it was
Mhm.
actually really sad to look back on, where some of the rumors that were being spread about girls were just so, so sad.
Yeah. Yeah. It can get jacked up. It can get jacked up real quick. Um, but that's why you got movies like Easy A to make it a little lighthearted.
Hmm. And show
Definitely.
you in the end, you don't have to be that person.
No, yeah, there was a good underlining message.
Hmm.
You know, she got new friends, they got friends, people are true to themselves. Um, and it also shows you that the truth always comes out.
Yes,
The dark, it always comes out of dark to the light. So whatever that fun saying is, I can't think of it right now.
absolutely.
Light
Well,
to dark, dark to light.
should we give it some locker slams?
I think we should give it some locker slams. What
Okay.
do you go first since you were the first one to bring this entire orbit?
Oh, I love this movie, but it is my number three. So this one for me is I'm going to test the lines of detention, but I'm not going to push it to suspension. So we're going to go ahead with six locker slams.
Six locker slams. Okay. All right. I I will probably be the person that gets the attention off of you because I gave it seven locker slams.
Mm, one more
So
locker slam.
that one more locker slam is gonna get me caught and you free. But
Bye.
defense. See you in third period. Uh yeah, I gave it seven because it is I have it on DVD. Like that's my tell sign of like how many lockers am I giving this thing? And it is
That's
on
fair.
DVD.
I
Oh,
get it.
that's good. That's hilarious that we both picked Easy A.
That was a great selection. So I'm happy that we aligned on that. That's awesome.
Why the heck? Why the heck not?
Well, are we ready to go into movie number two?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. So, my dramatic entry for movie number two, Mean Girls.
Ooh,
Oof, love it. So, I played around with what else I could call Mean Girls. And I'm thinking like of the scene where Regina George just causes absolute chaos and everyone's like acting like animals. So I'm thinking like a nature documentary, but
Mm,
make it high school.
yeah, that's hilarious.
That scene is absolutely ridiculous, and it was great.
The jungle. Lunchroom jungle is what that
The
is.
Lunchroom Jungle.
Yeah, yeah.
So this movie came out in 2004. I was an absolute child in 2004. I just want everyone to know that. I was in a whole fourth grade. But I saw it in theaters, and I probably didn't understand any of it at all. But still, I love it. I think that I have not stopped quoting this movie since it came out. It's a do not skip movie in my household. If it's on TV, we're watching it. So, and I mean, my boyfriend's the same exact way. We love Mean Girls. It's just catchy, it's quirky, it's just like absolute savage. So, I I'm just gonna love it forever. And like little knowledge drop here, October 3rd for all the Swifties out there and the people who like Mean Girls.
Ooh.
October 3rd is going to continue to have more and more power behind it than ever before.
I have to ask you, Courtney, and don't hate me when I ask you this question. What October 3rd is going to have more significance to you? The Mean Girls October 3rd reference or TS12?
Okay. So I have to admit that I am that person that every single year, October 3rd, I repost the
Do you
what
drop a
did
pencil?
what's that?
Do you ask somebody for a pencil? Oh,
But where she says it's October 3rd. I repost that every single year. And I am gonna repost that with an orange heart.
cheats. It's cheating.
I'm a cheater.
It's a
I don't
cheat.
know. Okay. This is my number two movie. So Taylor Swift is going to have more power than Mean Girls on October 3rd. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I know. I'm betraying my entire generation in the movie field right now, but what's a Swiftie gonna do?
I don't know what to say. October 3rd wouldn't be October 3rd if it wasn't for Mean Girls.
It wouldn't.
It wouldn't hold significance
It wouldn't.
if
But
it
you
wasn't for
put me
Mean
on the
Girls.
spot.
I did, and you answered. I'm actually very proud of you. Good
Thank
job.
you.
Good job. Good job. I just thought of that question just now, just as we were speaking.
I, I I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember any of the dates of any of her other albums dropping, but now I'm never gonna forget this one
Exactly, because of Mean Girls.
because of Mean Girls, and I hope she understands that for our
If she
generation.
if she doesn't reference this in some form or fashion, I will feel a little disappointed.
I mean, between the two iconic lines of On Wednesdays We Were Pink and The Limit Does Not Exist, the amount of times I say the limit does not exist in my regular life, she can just use one of those.
Yeah, honestly, honestly. I mean, she doesn't even go here is my favorite line. I say that on a very regular basis.
And like major kudos, like this is like my MVP moment. Major
Yeah.
kudos to Tina Fey.
Oh,
Like huge round of applause to this woman and the role that she played in this movie. Hands down, major justice for that role. She did it
oh,
great.
Mean Girls will go down, has already gone down in pop culture history. Like it's wild. It is wild to me the amount of things that have come from this movie that have been like a staple. Now we just did Mean Girls. That was our first Broadway show for our season this year, and it was all ages. all backgrounds, like everybody, like Mean Girls brought everybody together. And man, whether you like Tina Fey or not, or like her comedy or not, you cannot deny the power of the writing, the movie, the cast. Everybody was perfectly cast.
I just want to admit something to the world. I did not know because it was casted so well. I did not know that Regina George was played by Rachel McAdams. For
And
years, I
had
had
no
no
idea.
idea.
No idea.
Rachel McAdams plays sweet, loving female characters, not the meanest mean girl. But they did such a great job.
Amazing.
No idea.
Yeah. There's like a video on YouTube that goes through like it's like 100 fun facts that you didn't know about Mean Girls. I encourage people to go watch it. I learned a ton, a ton. Some of the stuff I already knew, like Regina George's hair being worth like a lot of money, like that wig
Oh God.
being worth like thousands of dollars, which I don't doubt.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, what an amazing movie. How did you feel about the remake? Or not the remake, I guess the musical turned movie.
Don't kill me. I haven't seen it. I have not seen it.
That's fine. That's fine because it's like a separate thing. It's not like a remake of the movie. It's technically the musical. Um, and
Hmm.
good old Renee Rapp, um,
Her moment to shine.
her moment to shine. So good for her. Uh, it was cute.
It wasn't the original.
It was not the original.
Mm,
Yeah, it takes a lot for me to like musicals turn movies. So
that's fair.
yeah,
Wicked is the exception.
Wicked. I wouldn't say it's exception. No one said it wasn't hard for me to get into that one either. Um, Sometimes they just also just make things super, super long for no reason. But we won't dive into Wicked. Maybe that's another another topic coming up soon before the new Wicked drops.
Coming soon.
Yeah, no. Um,
I have to drop my Who Deserved Better because I feel very passionately about this.
I'm curious. I'm very curious about this.
Damien. I think that
Mhm.
Damien could have had his own spin-off movie
Probably.
because, like, he was the comedic relief through
Hmm.
the whole movie. He was hilarious.
It was
I mean,
amazing.
which doesn't even go here. He's just great.
Yeah,
So, really love me some Damien.
he was great. He could have held his own.
Yeah,
That's for sure. Like I said, every character.
just really good stuff.
Yeah, just amazing stuff.
Got
Um,
Gotta highlight the tropes.
I know. I mean,
All of them, like every
I
single one.
was like, this movie is based on tropes. The tropes are based on this movie.
New kids, wrong crowd, brand new
Yeah.
school,
Lunch,
cliques, cafeteria.
cafeteria. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah. Wasn't there a food fight?
I don't know if it was technically a food fight. There was a fight in the lunchroom.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't remember if food was thrown though. House party,
House.
talent show. Hello, talent show. You can't talk about Mean Girls without an effing talent show.
Yep. Jingle Bell Rock.
Yeah, there was no studying for finals.
No, no studying for finals.
Yeah. No, it was pretty her parents. We saw the other girl's parents, but we didn't really see Lindsay's parents. I forgot her actual name.
Katie.
Katie,
Well,
yes.
her parents were something in Africa.
Africa, yeah. Were they I guess I didn't she who was she living with?
Then they moved there from Africa.
Yeah, but I don't think we saw them a lot though.
No, we just saw them at the beginning.
We
We
saw
saw
them
Amy
at,
Poehler, and she gave the girls cocktails.
yeah. Yeah, we didn't really
Underage
see
drinking.
too much of the parents outside of Amy, really.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
And the parents, I guess, at the talent show. Maybe. I don't remember.
Rewatchability score?
Oh, gosh. This one, I don't know. This one might get me in detention.
This one would definitely get me detention, maybe suspension. And I said earlier, it's on my no skip, and typically that's for songs.
What's your slamming?
This one's an 8 for me.
An eight?
Hmm.
I would probably say an eight as well.
Okay.
Um, it I think Easy A had the potential. Like Easy A is almost like Mean Girls and Clueless
Ooh,
together. And so like it's like that's why I feel such a connection to Easy A as well as Mean Girls is because I feel like they have some of the same, you know.
yeah.
And this was like well, I guess it technically wasn't Lindsay's big moment. She had had several moments before this moment.
She's a child actor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, but I think this is what catapulted her.
It was like
I mean,
her adult moment.
yeah, her adult moment outside of being a child actor.
Hmm.
So I would say that for sure eight slams.
I agree.
Eight slams for me. All right, I am very curious to see if you've actually even seen this movie.
Maybe.
My second movie is Love Don't Cost a Thing
What?
with Nick Cannon and Christina Milian.
Okay.
Uh, quick backstory, just so you know what the premise is. So, it's basically about a nerd who's played by Nick Cannon, who uh like the popular girl is Christina Milian. She's a popular cheerleader. Nick Cannon's the nerd. They get into like a car accident or whatever, and she can't pay or tell her parents that her car is jacked up. So she wants the nerd to fix it for her. And so in replace of fixing it without needing to get paid, he says he'll do it if she pretends to be his girlfriend. Insert every possible trope
Rope.
that you could possibly think of. Now, this movie came out in 2003, so 2003. Nick Cannon was just now like really getting his groove after all that Nickelodeon and really coming out of that shell. Christina Milian was still in movies, not really too heavy into music yet, but I just remember the rumors around them dating and stuff.
Hmm.
Um, and it actually ended up becoming true that they ended up dating together in real life. But this movie is it is one of my favorite, like, I just need something to not think about at all. Um, because it's just so obnoxious and just doesn't like there's a lot of now how would that happen? Or why would they say that? Like what it's just a lot of that. And not in the sense of like an Easy A, right? Like or a Mean Girls or any of those types of movies, but like truly like that has nothing to do with what's going on here. Like the writing, the writing's everywhere. Granted, when you don't watch this movie for acting and or writing, it's truly just a feel-good movie. Um, but I think that like the easiest way to describe it is like corny,
Okay.
which if you watch a lot of Nick Cannon's movies or remember him from like Nickelodeon and stuff, he was corny. He calls himself corny. Like
He's still corny.
he's very, yes, he is corny. That is his brand. So it was very much corny. But um, what ended up happening basically is that she was like, I'm not going to date you looking like that. And so she did the whole makeover and he like was looking all super fly and everything. And then he went to school and all of a sudden he's like the big head honcho on campus. And now he's too big for his britches and he's not hanging out with his friends.
Yeah.
You would assume what happened in that movie once somebody gets the makeover is what happened.
Brand new person, super popular.
Exactly. Exactly. So then it got to a point where he like broke up with her in front of all the people in the school. And so then she was upset. It was like it was a whole mess. And then eventually, I don't think they were in the rain, but eventually they did get together. Um, I can't remember if they were kissing in the rain or if it was just like under a tree or something. I think he like fell out of a tree
That sounds about
really,
right.
really obnoxiously, and then they like told their deepest, darkest feelings, and then we're like, oh, let's go together. Now that you're not being like a, you know, jerk, essentially. But yeah, is I watched this movie over and over and over again. I think it was just like a level of comfort with Nick Cannon at the time. And he was cute, super cute in this movie, despite being corny. He's very cute. Um, but I absolutely love this movie. And one of my favorite scenes is definitely him getting the makeover. Because he like went from wearing he had like a unibrow and like
Of course he did.
overalls and like button ups.
So
And
like
then
straight up Urkel moment.
exactly. And then he like transformed and he was wearing like Burberry. And I remember at the time like wanting all this Burberry stuff. Had no idea what Burberry was. I just knew the design and the pattern.
How expensive it is.
Exactly. He was wearing, don't cancel me, everybody, Sean John, but that was big at the time. Like he was wearing all the brands. So that was like one of my favorite things. And then like uh his sister, as all little siblings play in movies like this, his sister had the best one-liners. And at one point he was talking non-Alvin like. His name was Alvin. He was like a computer nerd and he was like talking like using slang and stuff. And she goes, uh, she said something like, Mama Alvin's doing drugs now or something like that. Because he was like talking real crazy. Um, and she's like, I don't know, like 9 or something. But no, it's like one of my favorite movies. If you watch it, I don't know where to, I tried to look up where to stream it because I haven't streamed it in a while. But I think it's on like Amazon, Netflix, Tubi, some of those. Um, MVP character is for sure the little sister. Uh, she had the best one-liners at the perfect time. She would not let up from him. She was like on his neck the whole time. Um, and then as usual, like with the makeover type scenes, I put the worst decision maker as Alvin because he got really like rude and disrespectful. Um, because all of a sudden people were like talking to him
Sounds
and he
about right.
yeah, started pushing his friends away and then like he was like yelling at Christina Milian's character and acting like, he didn't need her. So he got kicked to the curb. I didn't like his character overall. And then obviously who deserved better is Christina Milian's character Paris because she was trying to, I mean, granted, she was trying to help him, but then yeah, she was never like the evil cheerleader in the
Okay.
movie. Yeah. So she was just the popular girl, but she was never like evil mean clique. So she deserved better because Alvin was a piece of dirt. Excuse my language. After a certain point. But I mean, I think it's like if you were to watch the movie, probably 11, 12 tropes from that bingo list, like it's pretty heavily like heavy-handed, heavy-handed tropes in that movie because I don't think they knew how to write a script.
If you all have your favorite bevies and you want to make it a game, pick a
This
bevy.
one you're gonna have a lot of fun. But no, it was a fun movie for that time. I think what was the song that Air Force Ones played in the music like when he was the montage of him getting all his new clothes and stuff played. So Nelly was
That's perfect.
obviously very popular at the time. So it was just a good early 2000s nonsense movie.
Well, tell me
Uh,
your locker slams.
After saying all that, it only gets 6 knockers because
Girl, you're not even getting detention. You can run away.
because the I just can't get past the horrible acting and writing. Like it's just I cannot go to detention for this movie. I will for sure watch it, but I I just it's just sometimes it's too much. I can only watch it so many times. You know what I mean?
That's
But
fair.
I will watch it if it's on TV, regardless.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
You have to. I
Yes.
need your review as soon as you watch it.
I
Like for the
will.
people who have seen this movie, let me know if I am right or not. Just the level of nonsense in
Drop
the
the locker slams.
yeah, drop the locker slams. I mean, it's a gym. It's a gym for sure.
I love it. Well, I think we're at a point right now where we are going to have a short message from our sponsor.
Yes, indeed. Do you hate your locker? Is it cold, metal, and dead inside? Kind of like Chad from Algebra?
Locker jewels. Sparkle it, bedazzle it, slap a rhinestone crown on your history binder, and suddenly you are Regina George.
Side effects include glitter in your PB&J, jealousy from your lab partner, and your mom asking, why is your allowance all gone?
Locker jewels. Because if your locker isn't shinier than the disco ball at prom, are you even trying? Locker jewels.
Lacachules. Thanks, sponsors.
Thanks, sponsors. You did great.
Those are great. You guys like that ad? It's professionally done.
Locker jewels. Buy them
Lacachules.
now. Anywhere you buy locker jewels.
Anywhere where there are locker jewels is where you can get locker jewels today.
And today only.
Just today. Show them our podcast and you'll get 10% off locker jewels.
Whatever today is.
Only today. Whatever whatever day you watch this. That's when the coupon is valid.
All right. Drum roll, please. Because we have made it to our number one movies in the teen screen shenanigan atmosphere. And I am so ready for this.
Yes, indeed.
So, my number one movie is the reason for my curtain behind me. And I've used my number one movie to hold a spot in a very I don't know how to say it, like a trickery way, a cheater way for three movies.
Cheap.
My number one high school movie is High School
Oh my
Musical.
gosh. I knew it. I was gonna be sad. I
Like,
knew it.
there is no surprise. Call my mother, call my brother, call my neighbor down the street from where I lived when I was in fifth grade. High School Musical. We had a party when High School Musical 2 came out at my house.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all.
And everyone was invited. All of our friends, our cousins, everyone was there. And we were in the process of moving at the time, so we didn't have any furniture in there, but we had our TV still, and we could cram more people in the living room.
A mess.
So, shout out.
And oh man.
I will never forget the night that I watched High School Musical 1 because we knew it was coming out, my brother and I. Shout
Yeah.
out. And we missed the beginning of the movie, but we didn't know we missed the beginning of the movie because we all know they meet at a party, it's New Year's, all the good fun, and then surprise, she shows up to East High. That's where we started watching it. So we didn't know about the start of something new. We had no idea. But we were at our step grandma's house at the time, and we were like, we need to watch this Disney original movie. It's all the hype. Guys, it changed my life.
Everybody's life. Everybody's life.
Everybody's life. Like, I'm sorry. We met Zac Efron for the first
Did,
time.
did he exist before then? Because what?
Nobody even knows if he existed before High School Musical because he entered our lives and he never left.
He did not. Man.
So, I mean, I really, really thought that there was a chance that when I got to high school, people were just going to break out in song and dance.
I mean, maybe if you went to a performing arts school, that might be a thing.
I didn't. I went to a own community high school,
Yeah, chances less likely there.
much more slim.
Yeah.
But I know every word to every song. I still jam to the playlists, all three, let me tell
Can
you. And how amazing was it that the third movie came out in theaters?
Yeah, I can't remember if I actually went. I did not go see that in theaters, actually.
I did.
Checks out. Checks out.
Pretty sure by that point I was a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
The time
Wait, what? You were in high school?
when the third one came out, I was like eighth grade or high school.
You just
It was,
see my eyes just did that gif where it's like all the triangles and the circles. I was like, what? I was trying to quickly calculate what grade I was in.
I don't know what year that one came out. I remember that the first one came out when I was in fifth grade. That's all I got.
Goodness, fifth
But
grade.
fifth grade, I know. And it's just
Yeah.
like, it's my thing so much that I've been bothering my cousin. I'm like, please, will you please play the songs at your wedding? It was our jam.
That's
Anyways,
sweet though.
it's
Nostalgia.
it's so much nostalgia, and I would love to just have a High School Musical binge day and watch all three of them in a row and just feel it. But MVP, I mean, it's got to be Gabriella for me.
Okay.
Like the
Yeah,
connection,
I
the
agree.
nerd at heart. I mean, she does run away in some aspect of every single movie, and then she comes back for the singing number, obviously.
The big
But
finish.
she's just great.
Yeah.
She's so great. And my worst decision maker, Troy was a terrible communicator.
Okay. I thought you were going to give him MVP and we were going to have a fight. Verbal fight. But I agree with this.
Who deserved better? Kelsey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She like deserved every single happily ever after that that girl could have gotten. She carried all three movies, first of all. Like we couldn't have had the musicals without her.
Yeah.
And she was just so sweet.
Yeah. I agree with that. Kelsey was great. Underrated character there.
So
I um developed my crush on Corbin Blue.
I love Corbin Blue.
Gosh, man. Such a dynamic young individual. I followed
Yes.
him to Jump In, whatever that movie was with Keke Palmer. Was that
Yeah.
Keke?
It was with Kiki Palmer. Yep.
Found him
Yep.
to that movie. I was really excited about that movie, and then he disappeared. But
Yeah. He's good stuff though. I saw he was in a TikTok video that hit my feed the other day. I'm like deep in my Disney nostalgia on TikTok, so who knows when it was from.
yeah,
But he just like literally jumped into these girls' double dutch game in New York City. Pretty cool.
live for that.
Yeah.
Live for it.
hmm Pretty
Yeah.
awesome. And then Monique Coleman,
Yeah.
she was just at the Bop to the Top tour, if you know what that is.
What is Bop to the Top?
Okay. So little insert, Bop to the Top, shout out. I should probably tag you in this. So Bop to the Top is a song from High School Musical. Well, the Bop to the Top tour is a Disney DJ'd like event, and they go to theaters around the US, and you have to be a certain age to enter, and all they play is Disney songs, and you just sing and dance and drink and have a really great time. And pretty sure you have to be like within the millennial age range to be there.
Yeah.
There's always special guests that pop up. So she was the special guest either last night or the night before. And then a couple days ago, it was Megan Stoner.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, and there was somebody else from High School Musical on there not that long ago too. But people will just pop up, and it's a huge event, and they sell out.
That is awesome. I didn't realize they were doing that.
Yes, Bob to the Top. You got
Bop
to
to
look
the
them
Top.
up. I follow them on TikTok.
That seems like do they just go to major cities probably, I would assume?
I don't know, but they were in Detroit. They were either in Detroit or they're going to be in Detroit soon at the Fillmore.
Oh, okay. So nice little like intimate spaces.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Bop to the top.
Back to the top.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously know what all happened to Vanessa and Zach and um another what do you call it? What do you call I guess like castmates to lovers?
Mm-hmm.
Another one of those coming out of Love Don't Cost a Thing straight into High School Musical. Um, and then later Zach and Ashley Tisdale. But you know, it is what it is.
Mhm.
Classic movies. I do not remember what grade I was in when any of those came out. Um, I just remember talking about them a ton.
The impact was real. It was so real.
Oh, it was for sure real. I mean, it was everywhere. It was I also am trying to think of like if it was around the same time as Glee. Obviously the third one probably came out when Glee was already out, but it
No, because I watched Glee after Glee was done being filmed. I watched it all in one sitting.
oh, so was that before or after
After.
after? Okay. Yeah. No, I just remember the hype around Miley Cyrus being in it, the first one, I think, right? Or the second
Second
one.
one.
She was in the second one. Her making the like this big of a cameo in it and people going wild.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, I remember the third one I watched I think I watched with my roommates, probably. Yeah. So man, nostalgia is fun. Nostalgia. What's your locker slam score?
So I'm probably gonna get expelled for this one. I'm doing a solid 10 out of 10 locker slams. And I'm taking that entire bag of basketballs and throwing them down the hallway.
Chucking them down the whole hall, huh?
Expel
Just
me now in the
expelled,
name of
suspended,
Zac Efron.
kicked off the cheerleading squad, just all the things. I
No
mean,
shame in my high school musical game.
if it's worth it, it's worth it. Am I right?
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm
Well,
ready. I'm ready. What's your
all
number one?
right. My last one. Last one. And that movie, ladies and gentlemen, is a movie of hope, inspiration, feel good, motivation, and probably a little bit of, not even probably, a lot of resilience. And that is Freedom Riders. I absolutely love this movie. Came out in 2007. Um, I don't remember, I did not go see it in theaters. A lot of the movies I saw were from Family Video, like just movie nights at home or
Yep.
whatever. But I didn't see this movie in theaters, but I remember the first time I saw like a preview for it, and it had a lot of big names. So Hilary Swank, one of them, Mario, the singer at the time. Um, it had he didn't have a huge role, but Patrick Dempsey was was in it. I just like a lot of really good names and some other actors and actresses. Oh, Giovanni from All That Days, like the later days of All That. She was on, she was a character on there. And so I knew her from that. So it was like a level of interest that got me intrigued by what was happening. So I watched the movie and man, oh man. Obviously not one of the typical movies that people talk about when they talk about teen movies. But this is Freedom Riders is truly, I feel like an underrated movie in so many ways. And I don't think it had enough time to sit and really breathe for people to understand what this movie was trying to say and what it was trying to do. But um man, I mean, it's just such a deep story. Like you get to learn these kids, you get to learn their history, and then you learn about this teacher who she is the MVP. Like without even I don't even have to go down the list. I mean, it's between her and the kids. Like it could go either way. But what this teacher came in and did, Erin Rooswell, I think is what her name was. Again, real teacher in real life. Um, what she came in and did when nobody else thought that she could do it was amazing. And there's like a part in the movie or like an understanding in the movie, like she knew that when she went in there, it wasn't a savior complex. I know a lot of people get mad about it because I think it's like they don't want it to be like a savior type movie.
Mm-mm.
But she admits at some point that um she's like, I'm not going to be able to save, like, I won't be able to erase all the problems that you have.
Yep.
And I'm not here to do that, but I'm here to at least try and help you get to somewhere new or further. And that's what I really love about her. And that's why I gave her the MVP is because yeah, she tried to come in and make a change in these kids' lives, but she also understood the reality of their lives and that she couldn't fix it all. Like, she can't bring back relatives that are gone. She can't, put money in their pocket, things like that. And so that's why I give her the MVP. Who deserve better, I think, are the kids,
Yeah.
right? You hear their stories and you're like, man, if someone had just put a little bit of, I think back to like the first 15, right? And we're gonna dive into this like some password stuff, but the concept of the first 15 is you
Hashtag.
just give somebody a second or some minutes and say, hey, like, what's your dream?
Yeah.
What do you want to do? How do I help you get there? And that's what it feels like.
Mhm.
And so I definitely think the kids deserve better. And then worst decision maker is sadly Patrick Dempsey, who is her husband, who's like a just talks down to her and like doubts her and doubts these kids. And it's so unfortunate because he's such a good looking man.
I was going to say it's so unfortunate because he's from your favorite show.
Yeah, Dr. McDreamy from Grays.
How could you do
Naturally,
that
my
to me?
reaction would be, he's the MVP. But no, he was horrible.
Yeah, he was.
Uh, Horrible man. I mean, I think he comes around towards the end, but while she was trying to do all this, he was very, this is not your job. Like,
He
you don't
really
have to
wanted her
do
to give
this.
up.
Yeah, he wanted her to give up. And I was like, no, 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 no. Like, we don't do that. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's just like I said, so many gems in this movie. There's one scene that really, really speaks to me, and it's the scene where they like split the classroom and excuse me, they play, it's not a game, but they do the activity where it's like step forward if this has happened to you. And man, that was
Yeah.
like some of the stuff that they were saying, it's the kids that were stepping forward. And they were kind of looking around at each other and they were just, I think they were just really understanding how similar they were to one another, yet different. And then I think there was like the one kid, I think it was like the one white kid, didn't have any of those experiences. And so it also created that little, it created conversation that way too. So, which is crazy because I ended up using that activity in my adult life, like in my professional life, to help people understand. And so that scene stood out to me so, so much. Um, and just to kind of break it up a little bit since it's so serious and intense. One of my favorite lines is towards the end, they're like doing toasts and they're all talking about like, I never thought, this could happen or, all these great things. And one kid, he comes to the front of the class and he's got like a full 3 pages of a speech. And I think it's Mario's character leans over and he's like, who is this kid? And he says that to one of his classmates. And the girl goes, oh, he's been in our class this whole year. And Mario goes, oh, what's his name? And the girl goes, I don't know. It's like, what? Is this the most random moment of like them being like serious and then being like, oh, no one knows what his like where he's been sitting in the back because he never talked.
Hmm.
This is like the first time talking. So I love that scene. But I mean, in general, I think this movie gave me like a reality check of one, how fortunate I was to go to the school that I was and to have the opportunities and, be able to ride a bus to school and all these different things. Um, but also it actually made me appreciate reading and writing more, despite what I said earlier in my this or that. English was not my favorite class. However, this movie gave me another appreciation for how much you can learn not only about yourself, but about others reading. And so I started reading a little bit more after this movie. But um, yeah, man, one of it's just, oh man,
It's an
it's
amazing
such
movie.
it's such a good movie. And
I
just
I'm just like sitting over here because I'm thinking about just like the invisible strings in life.
mm,
And it's crazy that you bring up this movie because I am listening to a book right now called Tiny Beautiful Things.
mm,
And it's based off of an advice column that was one of the most popular advice columns in the country for years. And I really want to go back and I want to actually like find the advice column online and see more about it. But the person that was the responder for the advice column, she went by Sugar, and the advice column was Dear Sugar. And she's picked a plethora of like her top respondents and what's like really gotten people's attention over the years. And she put them together in this book. So really, it's just a bunch of the letters people wrote to her and her responses. And she's so cultured. She has gone through so many experiences in life, and some of them great, some of them really, really bad. But she has just really put herself out there, and she uses a lot of her stories to help build her responses. And she's so raw and real, and like, this is how it is, honey.
yeah,
But at the same time, she's like, I get it. Like, let's go kick him with steel toe boots.
yeah,
But the point
yeah,
of the matter is that I was listening to one of her responses. I don't remember what the letter was about, so sorry to the Dear Sugar columnists. But her response was about she had a 1 year experience where she was in a position very similar to Erin from Freedom Writers, where she had the opportunity to go into this classroom setting. It was all females of
yeah,
varied ages, anywhere between, I think it was like 12 and 17. And they were all a part of the system. And the way that she worked with them and talked to them, like, I can't erase the things that have happened to you. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to save you. I
mhm,
am here to help you see yourself for the value that you bring, and hopefully you can take something from this and become the best version of yourself. And in the city that she was in, the people who made it were the ones that were managers at Taco Bell. And like all the kids wanted to be managers at Taco Bell. Like that was the dream. And if you couldn't be a manager at Taco Bell, you did not make it.
yeah,
And she only got to be there for a year, and she had to leave for personal reasons. And she ran into one of the girls that was in this class with her many years down the line, and she's like, "Hey," fill in her real name. "Hey, Sugar, um,
yeah,
I'm a manager at Taco Bell." And it was like this like ball your eyes out moment because of how she just like described everything and the detail behind it. And as
yeah,
I'm listening to it, I'm like, this reminds me of Freedom Writers.
yeah, yeah. It's such, I mean, it puts things in perspective. I mean, I think that is like the biggest thing. And, I was saying earlier, like about resilience and motivation and inspiration. Yeah, sometimes movies do get a little carried away with like the savior complex, right? Of like, this person is magically going to save all these people or whoever it is, right? But that's what I loved about the Freedom Writers is that like she was raw. Like she would cuss them kids out if if they weren't putting effort into themselves. Like it had nothing to do with her. It was all about you're not giving yourself the effort you deserve. And I'm like getting teary-eyed thinking about it. But like it's just like I get teary-eyed every time at the end of that movie. I get teary-eyed because of what they say about how she changed their lives.
It's
Uh,
incredible.
yeah. So that I mean, without a doubt, I would run through the halls, banging on lockers, slamming lockers, banging on doors, whatever I needed to
Air
get the
horns.
attention. Everything. I would do it all for this movie. 1,000 times over.
Yeah.
1,000 times over. Um, it's just a good movie. So shout out to all the freedom writers, like the actual students who came from that class and inspired that story, and to professor or doctor or teacher, Miss Gruswell. Um, you guys inspired me as a kiddo. So thank you.
I love it. I agree completely. It's beautiful, beautiful movie.
It is. It is.
Well, I think that it's only fair that before we wrap up, we go through some of our honorable mentions. Not everyone had a chance to get a spotlight, but there's so many good teen movies out there that we have to
There
at
are.
least give them a little bit of a name drop.
There are.
Would you like to go first?
Well, mine's kind of like a genre. My first shout out is like a genre, and I'm going to give it to the 80s. Um, I'm just going to say every single movie that Molly Ringwald was in. And it gets,
Shout out
gets
to 16 Candles.
shout out to 16 Candles, shout out to Breakfast Club, shout out to wasn't she in Pretty in Pink? Was that her?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
I
was
said
our girl in the 80s.
Molly Ringwald. Shout out to those movies, The Breakfast Club, like The Outsiders, all those movies, guys, that obviously laid the foundation for teen drama, teen tropes, teen,
Ferris Bueller.
yeah, Ferris Bueller, like all the classics from the 80s. I couldn't pick just one. So like
Fair.
every single one in that genre, thank you for the groundwork that you laid. What year was Grease? Is that 80s?
I don't know
Nine,
if that's the 80s or the late 70s.
yeah. They technically were in high school, right?
They were in high school.
Technically, they were in high school. So yeah, so that's my first shout out, the 80s.
I love that. Well, my my list is long. So I'll do a little combined shout out.
Okay.
So I had some honorable mentions from the world of Disney that could not make it.
Yeah.
And I have to give my girl Demi and the Joe Bros the space that they
Um,
deserve. And bless your souls for everything that you did on stage on the opening night
oh gosh, yep.
of the Jonas Brothers tour because, like, you made my life. You made my life. And I will be seeing the Jonas Brothers on the 28th. So, gotta love the Camp Rock. Those movies, they're so cringy. They're so incredible. And I loved me some Mitchie. So thank you so much for being a part of my life. And the other one I want to slide into this category is the absolutely incredible Kiss in the Rain trope with Hilary Duff
Oh
and
yeah.
Chad Michael Murray themselves, A Cinderella Story.
Yes, indeed.
Mm.
Yes, indeed. Don't we
Perfect.
know? Don't we know it? Those are some good ones. I what was it on? I don't know if I was on Twitter or TikTok, but they were talking about the Disney knees, and they were referencing Demi Lovato, how she would
Bend
how
them
she
in.
bend them inward. Oh, they were referencing the Disney knees. I was like, this, I didn't know this was a thing. Yeah, shout out to the Disney crew.
Yes.
Um, mine, okay. Oh gosh. Again, another bucket.
It's great. Buckets are
Another
good.
bucket. Another bucket. Um, bring it on.
Same.
I mean, it's, I don't know if I want to include the rest outside the original, but I will include the whole collective. Um, bring it on. I mean, I don't think there's much that I need to say outside of Birds Cold in here. Must be some churros in the atmosphere. I mean, Kirsten Dunst, a baby,
Babe.
Gab Union. Spirit Fingers, guys, I mean, the movie is the movie. The movie is the movie. Again, laid the groundwork coming out of the 80s, going into the early 2000s. We're just gonna skip over the 90s, going into the early 2000s. Um, Amazing work. Bring it on. Um, for absolutely freaking sure. Yeah.
I agree. And special shout out because that was really like Hayden Paneer's spotlight time period where she was in so many different movies too.
You know,
She
three?
was, what was that?
Was she in two or three?
She was in two. But girl was in all of the trope movies in the early 2000s, so kudos to you. We appreciated you. It was
Of
yes, I had bringing it on my list too, so thank you for covering that for me.
course.
My last two are such special honorable mentions for me because they both play a special role in like my soul.
Yeah.
And one is 10 Things I Hate About You.
Mhm. I'm
We,
surprised I didn't make your top three.
I know, it was so hard. The scene where he is dancing to the band on the stadium. I don't
Uh,
even know what they are. They're made out of cement, but they're not bleachers. You can sit on
oh,
'em, whatever. You all know the scene.
yeah. Step ups.
We lost so much by losing him. Uh,
Yeah.
That movie was just incredible. It was so great. The feels, I can just like close my eyes and picture all of it. And just the chemistry that the two of them had
Yeah.
and the ending up falling in love with the person you're not supposed to fall in love with. I love it.
Trope. Trope is real.
And then the other one really messed with me and my swiftiness because I could not say the tortured poets department because I wanted to say the Dead Poets Society.
Ah, yes.
Another legend that
Classic.
we lost in Robin Williams.
Yes.
Ugh, that movie, I watched it for the first time in one of my English classes. And I was like, this is going to change my life forever.
This is different.
Yes. So I was like, Dead Poets Department. I was so confused when the Tortured Poets Department was coming out.
Like, what the? What the? Yeah.
How do I say this? The Dead Poets Society Department's tortured.
Classic. Yes,
Classic.
Robin Williams.
And
Oh,
that one is another one that has just like a really, really deep plot to it.
yeah.
It's not like a kid's movie. It's something that you have to sit down and you have to really become a part of the storyline.
Yeah. I
So,
mean, worth it.
honorable
So,
mentions.
so worth it. Um, I'm trying to narrow down my list here. So okay, I'm gonna give a little bit of a shout out to the newer generation babies, where Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man, is in high school. Technically, that can be a high school like movie, and I do love myself some Spider-Man and some Tom Holland.
Tom Holland
So,
is forever my Spider-Man, and Zendaya is my role model.
well, I didn't say that Tom Holland was my favorite Spider-Man.
Tom
Tobey
Holland is my Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire will always be my Spider-Man in the original.
I will fight everyone. Tom Holland is my Spider-Man.
Comment below, Toby, Andrew Garfield, and you know I love Emma Stone, but that era of Spider-Man was not it for me.
No.
Sorry. Um, and or Tom Holland. You guys can decide.
And who's your MJ? All of you. You all need to decide because if it's not Zendaya, you're wrong.
My MJ is Gwen Stacy. Sorry, is that not an
Okay,
option?
continue.
Is that not an option? Yeah, so shout out to the Spider-Man folks. Um, I'm gonna shout out this one because one of my coworkers gave me this one and I was like a lost gem, so I'll shout out for her. It was Sky High.
Yes.
She dropped that gem on me and I was like, I wasn't even thinking like that. But Krista, recognize you. She said Sky High, so I have her give her a shout out.
I saw that in theater too.
Yeah, I did not. That was definitely a family video Friday night movie. And then my last official one, I guess, will be John Tucker Must Die. Um, Obvious trope. Guy
All of
dates all the girls team up to like take him down. Classic teen movie drama. Oh,
perfect mic drop.
Mic drop. John Tucker Must Die.
Well, I
Yeah,
think we've come to the end of this episode.
man.
I hope that you have all held on tight because we kind of orchestrated this one a little bit different. And there's a lot of fun, laughter, chaos. I enjoyed it.
Always chaos.
Always chaos.
Always chaos. Yeah, hopefully you guys lasted through all the way through sixth period and didn't leave us and skip school. We're still here. To everybody going back to school, have fun.
Good
Use
luck.
this as a way to get ready for school, whatever grade you may be going into, level you may be going into. Also, Hulu, Peacock, Paramount, I think they all got like high school, back to school movie specials going on. So you might find some of these movies that we talked about so that you can give us your rating, your locker slams for sure. Um, but this was a fun episode. This was a fun episode, a nostalgic episode. Hope you guys liked it. Um, and you know, if you have any suggestions and or ideas for what you want us to talk about, definitely let us know. But we're all about a good time for sure. I just now realized, ladies and gentlemen, that C2 has her full government name on her Zoom.
I do. I have my full government name on my Zoom, and I noticed it about 15 minutes into our recording. So I just left it. You all know who I am. It's fine.
You brought out the government name. I know, truly enjoyed this episode. But until next time, guys, stay chaotic.
And stay comfy. Bye.
Bye. School's out.